you're on your own at this point.
Yeah.
And you don't have the infrastructure of quality control behind you.
Mm-mm.
What's that like in the early stages?
Hard.
How so?
I want you to name one person who tried to slide from QC besides Rich the Kid, who's came across your brain to do an interview with.
OG Macko.
Besides him too.
That's the
And
only
I
one.
say that because I just had told you 10 fucking minutes ago, Holmes he's gonna always be OG Macko.
Yeah. And hopefully, and I just want to say, I don't know exactly what his condition right now is, but OG Macko a couple months ago looked like he was in very bad shape.
He's blessed.
He had like a skin-eating disease or something like that.
Yeah, fucked me up, but yeah, he good.
Did you maintain a relationship with him?
Yeah, for sure.
What was the story behind that? Do you know?
A lot of he had I forgot what it's called. I don't even really like to talk about that shit because that shit is
It was crazy because he posted
Life or
himself
death
on
shit,
on
exactly.
Instagram like, yeah, and I fuck with OG Macko. I've done at least a couple of interviews with him.
That shit'll fuck your head up.
Yeah, we were supposed to do another one with him, and it was like we couldn't schedule it, and then we found out why, that he was going through that shit. So, have you talked to him recently?
I talked to him like 3-4 months ago.
Okay, all right. That was about the time that he announced
I
it.
had to call him and check on him.
Hopefully, he was okay, man, because it looked really crazy.
Yeah, he cool now.
He cool now?
Yeah.
He got over that.
He's getting like you gotta like build your self-esteem up again after going through some shit like that. That shit.
Yeah, because people were really fucking with him, man. He was like hanging out with Rick Rubin, and you know what I mean. He really was.
OG Macko.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm a player, bro. I'm gonna give credit when it's due, and if I don't think it's due, I'm just gonna hold it down.
Yeah. And, you mentioned Rich the Kid. We've interviewed him a few times.
Mm-hmm.
I'd literally just forgotten that he was with QC originally, He's done very well for himself.
Yeah, for sure.
But who else left quality control outside of the ones that we mentioned?
They got Google.
Okay.
Not for you, but for
everyone else who's about to check. Exactly.
I ain't finna run through all them niggas' names. Them niggas ain't getting me paid.
Okay. So now you're on your own, and you don't have the infrastructure behind you.
Mm-hmm.
How do you start to kind of rebuild?
I always kind of been the leader, so you know what I'm saying. I feel like I branded my whole situation to the T, and I'm that's what it is now, and that's my imprint, and that's how I'm gonna come to you.
Okay. Well,
Having ENT part of me.
Well, let me just touch on this real quick. In an interview, you said that after you left quality control, you stayed doing shows.
Yeah, for sure.
But you stopped putting out music because it kept getting taken down.
Mm-hmm.
Why was your music taken down? Was it still owned by quality control? Was it stuff that you recorded back then?
I guess you could say that.
Okay, so they felt that they owned the music, so they got it taken down.
I guess you could say that.
How did that make you feel?
How did they make me feel as far as it getting taken down, or because they felt like because it was kind of like half of it was created at quality control, and the other half of it was not. I kind of felt like the business of it could have been done properly, so all of my fans could have had the whole catalog instead of just having 2 projects up.
Okay.
That's how I felt.
Well, you said that at one point you had like 2,000 or 3,000 songs, but it was on some hard drives.
And when I got locked up in Georgia Southern with Migos, they took my hard drive, my jewelry, and some other shit.
What year was this?
When the year we got locked up in Statesboro? Maybe 2017. 2017. In the beginning.
Okay.
It could have been.
Oh, okay. Was that
could be wrong.
Was that when Offset ended up staying in jail in prison for a while? Mm-hmm. Okay, that whole situation. What was that, like a fight that broke out that triggered that, or
Nah, it wasn't nothing.
just some bullshit?
We had pulled into school, and we had went inside to go do the show, and I looked back at Shell, and Shell told me to look up, and I looked up, and the whole gym, it had police wrapped around from the whole side of the gym, just staring at us perform.
Huh.
So I told Drill, I'm like, hey, fool, goddamn, 12 up there looking crazy. Drill like, nah, fool, it's cool. I'm like, all right. As soon as we got off stage and we went in the back to the locker to try to go outside, they just tried to handcuff everybody. But I'm the last person to get cuffed because I'm trying to figure out what the hell goddamn going on. Why the hell y'all trying to put cuffs on us? So then they goddamn had this big sumo looking motherfucker goddamn came to me. Hey bro, stop trying to buck, bro. We're gonna goddamn put you down. I just got them put them hands up. They threw us in this little paddy wagon thing. I'm talking about threw us. Like they didn't say get in the van and none of that shit. They just threw us in that motherfucker and drove us to the jail. And when we got there, they couldn't tell us our charge. It was just some crazy shit. I ain't never been through shit like that in my life.
Yeah,
Shit.
and they took the hard drives that had all your music on it.
For sure.
And they never gave it back. Jewelry too?
Yes.
Never gave it back. Did you try to have a lawyer try to?
Come on now.
And nothing happened.
Them folks ain't going. Folks still ain't trying to get my that shit over with. I forgot about that.
Okay.